Hello and welcome to Bloomberg Queen's very first broadcast from Davos 2017. I have with me a blue chip Indian company, Asian Paints, KVS Anand. Thank you very much for speaking with Bloomberg Queen.
My pleasure. Lovely weather.
Oh, lovely weather. Were you feeling this cold in November when Prime Minister Modi announced the demonetization move?
I didn't know. I was on a holiday. I was out of the country.
Okay, but on a more serious note, what can you give us in terms of insight on regarding the impact of that on your business? And I know earnings are just a few days away, so you might not be able to share too many numbers, but a broader insight.
It had a different impact. Initially, actually the first week or so, we didn't really see a drop in sales. Don't ask me why. And it varied across parts of the country. I think the north was a little more affected, the south a little less affected. So it had definitely, till the demonetization was announced, we seemed to be on a good growth path. The growth slowed down. December maybe marginally better, but I frankly can't tell you much more than this at this point of time.
Okay, but are you beginning to see, because of some easing in the cash crunch in the economy, a revival in sales? When I say revival, I mean the sales that you lost because of the cash crunch, right? Because demand didn't go away, just the ability to pay. Have I characterized that correctly?
See, painting is quite often occasion-led. So there were a lot of marriages in November, December. Whether all of them underwent painting because of the crunch or not, I really can't answer. So any painting missed would be lost. So, but you have to take it as it is. It hasn't been as bad as the media made out, but it hasn't been great either. And I frankly feel 1 month is a little too early to say anything, because, you know, when you talk of month to month, there is a historical calendar perspective of what exactly happened in the last November, December, etc., etc.
Right.
So it's frankly not fair to go on the basis of. I think the first quarter of this year will tell us how
The
good
first quarter of this calendar year, you mean?
Yeah.
Jan to March?
Yeah, should tell us how far the recovery has been.
But are you seeing signs of recovery already?
I'm saying we really don't operate month to month, and it really doesn't make sense, because any analysis you do on a month basis, you will go easily haywire.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Anand, we've just had the RBI announce enhancement of withdrawal limits. I'm sure everybody in India is celebrating that finally they can access their cash a little bit more easier. But give me a sense of where you see the Indian economy in 2017 from the Asian Paints point of view. Demand characterization, margins characterization, and growth and expansion point of view.
I don't know what my financial controller is going to say.
Give it a shot.
But see, the margins were extremely good over the last 2 years, frankly speaking, because raw material prices had fallen and we are seeing them rise now.
Right.
So margins at the moment are reducing. Depending upon the demand situation and how we see it going forward, automatically we'll correct margins to the extent we can. We would like to gain share and maintain margins, but you don't live in an ideal world.
Yeah, so the balancing out of price hikes and saving some degree of margin to some extent.
So
right?
that will continue. I think I don't expect 17-18 to be worse than 16-17 or 15-16. It should be better, but let's see.
How much confidence can you say that with? On a scale of 1 to 100, would
We
you
are
be...
living in a VUCA world.
Volatility, uncertainty.
Yeah, because, okay, US interest, Fed rates go up, the rupee falls against the dollar. Again, all crude and raw material prices will go up. You'll have raw material pressures.
Well, we're already seeing signs of that. We've seen some recovery in crude. Of course, not back to the $100 days, but it has gone up. We are seeing, because of the increase in rates in the US, impacts on currency across the world. So, if you can give me a little bit more detail on, how much margins will be hit by, how much growth will be hit by for the year. I'm not asking for the quarter, for the year.
We are still in the planning process, and we don't give forward guidance. So you aren't going to get that.
Okay. But you know what I will hold on to is the comment that you made, that you don't expect 17-18 to be worse than 16-17. And that's a telling comment, because we were at the cusp of a recovery in the Indian economy last calendar year, that is, right? And now you're in fact not saying that with confidence that it will be better. You're saying you don't expect it to be worse.
So if you're saying it's not going to be worse, there's a chance
No,
it
you
can be
said
better.
that. You said that.
There's
You
a chance
said
it
that.
can be better.
Yeah, but a slim one. The way you worded your sentence. No?
It all depends the way the entire economy recovers. We are a small fragment of the Indian economy, and we are dependent. Our growth is dependent on how the economy grows, jobs come in, etc., etc. So we'll have to wait and watch.
Okay. Moving away from all things regarding earnings, because I can see how hesitant you are to put specific numbers to it. This is also going to be internationally a Brexit Trump year, as they call it, which is days away from President-elect Trump being sworn in, maybe weeks away from the Brexit process, getting underway legally. What's your outlook on the global economy?
Be ready for anything.
Okay. How does business manage that kind of uncertainty?
Business doesn't have any options.
No,
you have to manage.
So how do you re-strategize for it? For instance, will you scale back some expansion plans internationally in the context of this? Will you focus more on the domestic economy, which is anyways the bulk of your business? Will you not consider acquisitions elsewhere in the world?
Since the Indian economy is growing, and I think 1 year a slightly lower growth or higher growth really will not impact our expansion plans. We have been living close to optimal capacities, and I would like to build more capacities in the country. So hence we are putting up 2 more plants, one in Mysore and one in Vizag.
Right.
The Mysore construction is already underway, and Vizag should start in a month or 2. So we are planning to go ahead with our expansion nevertheless.
But domestic?
That is domestic.
Not international.
Actually, the international growth is widespread among many countries. And each country lives in its own particular VUCA world. The advantage of being in many countries is some countries go up and some countries go down. So last year was marked by a great growth in Ethiopia and Bangladesh. This year is marked by great growth in Nepal and Jamaica. Some recovery in Egypt, although the Egyptian pound has crashed. So actually the international part of our business has grown well. I have nothing to complain about.
And you expect that will continue in 2017 given the Trump, Brexit, Fed impacts?
I think those individual countries are less affected than India is because they're much smaller economies.
Right.
They're affected by their own politics and their own situations on the ground, so to speak.
Okay. One final question. What do you expect the impact on India will be, given that President-elect Trump has said several things that seem to be anti-global trade? It could have a direct impact on India's IT industry, for instance, his commentary on visas. We do know that Brexit will have some impact on the local economy of the UK, but on the EU as well. What do you expect will be the impact on India?
I think TCS, Wipro, Infosys are all here. They will better answer that question than I do. And so far, they've always managed to cope whenever there have been restriction on visas or otherwise. I think they will do so. They'll face hurdles. They'll have to learn their way around it. They're all talking about employing more people within the US itself.
So you're not expecting a dramatic impact on India?
It won't have a short-term impact. It can have a longer-term impact if it really starts freezing. Immediately, I don't think services can be shifted overnight from one provider to another on a bulk scale.
Okay. What's the one session you're looking forward to in Davos this year?
There's a session on the peak on creativity on Rhine, on the
mountaintop.
I'm looking forward to the weather.
All right. Oh, well, I hope you enjoy your time on the top, Mr. Anand. Thank you so much for speaking with Bloomberg Quint. We'll catch you later.